So we just made a new website and we need to make sure the tracking is set up correctly. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that I have the right plugins for all the tracking. I'm going to go to plugins here, add new. I'm going to type in insert headers, and this is the plugin you want, insert headers and footers. Hit install, activate it, and then the other one you want is you gotta go to add new. So now we're going to search for WP File Manager. Right here, install this one, activate it. Okay, so we also need Yoast on here. Add new. Yoast. Wait for this to load. Here we go. Install. And just wait for it. Alright. Activate it. Now that we've got the correct plugins installed, we want to set up a new account in Google Analytics. The main page here, and when you log into Analytics, you go to create new account. And so we're going to call this Investors Choice Lending. It's the same thing, so you can just copy paste it here. This is the important part, the URL. It is secured, so we want to make sure that we have HTTPS here and HTTPS here. And then we're going to go here and see how there's no www? You want to make sure you put it just as it looks like here. So industry category, we're going to select business. Reporting time zone, we're on Eastern time, so we're going to go Eastern, and then I'm going to hit get tracking ID. Accept Google's terms. So this is important right here. This is the global site tag. You're going to copy this, and now you're going to go into here, and you want to go into insert headers and footers, which is under settings here. So you click on it. Right here where it says scripts and header, you want to paste it. Right here is also where you can put any other tracking codes, which we'll get into later. Hit save. Go to Google Webmaster Tools and add a new property. Website. Paste it. Add. This is usually the way to do it, the HTML file upload. You just click here, and we've got the file. We're going to go back into the website. We're going to WP File Manager, public HTML. I'm going to drag my little Google thing in here. It doesn't matter, you just want to throw it in here somewhere. Just don't throw it in one of these folders. Throw it in the main public HTML. And there it is. Now, what I'm going to do is, it says confirm successful upload by visiting. And boom. I'm going to tell Google that I'm not a robot. We want to submit a sitemap. We got to make sure that first we have the Yoast has made the sitemap. So we're going to go into Yoast, features, advanced setting pages. You want to hit enabled. Save changes. Now you'll see on the left this populated XML sitemaps. So you want to hit that. Click that. It has not been made yet. We're going to wait a little bit. We'll come back to this. But what we'll do right now is go to Search Console. And we want to sync Google Search Console with Yoast. So let's get the code. I'm logged into so many accounts. All right. So I'm going to allow it. Copy this code. I'm going to authenticate. I want to choose the right website. That, save profile. Next thing you want to do is make sure that everybody that needs access to this has access to it. We're going to go to users and property owners. I'm going to add another owner. So I'm going to add another user. And boom, done. So let's do the same thing here in analytics. User management, add a user. Now everybody that requires access to this now has access to it. Let's save changes. Hopefully just, here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab just this URL string at the end. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go into Google Search Console and go to crawl, go to sitemaps, add test sitemap, submit, refresh the page. I'm going to zoom in. Oh, that's why everything looks so small. I like to go a little bit above and beyond with that just to make sure everything is done correctly. And I'll also grab the post sitemap, submit that to Google, refresh the page. And I'm also going to grab the page sitemap here, add test sitemap, throw it in there, submit, refresh. Google's picking up on that. We're also going to fetch it as Google. This is really important. You just fetch and render. Now we're going to do mobile, fetch and render. We'll come back to this while it's loading. Let's go into property settings here. All right, success. I want to make sure that Google Webmaster Tools is synced with Google Analytics. So you hit here, adjust Search Console. We're going to add it. All right, here it is. So save. Okay. Let's refresh this. And there we go. So later on, when you go over here to acquisition, Search Console, because you've connected Search Console with Google Analytics, you can see details. We're going to request indexing now. Now that Google is all set up, there's Bing, the one everybody wishes they could just forget about. Copy the URL, add. So it's asking for the sitemap. Bing, we do want to grab this whole thing. Add. Bing's asking you the same thing, so let's download this sitemap authorization. Alright, so now we go back to WP File Manager. Alright, cool, it's right here. Now we'll go over to Bing, verify ownership. We have verified the ownership. We submitted this sitemap, but just like we did with Google, we want to add the other ones as well. Let's copy this URL string, throw it in here, hit submit. Second one, submit. So now that we've got the sitemaps submitted here, we also want to fetch as the Bing bot. There we go. Bing has fetched it. It says we are good. It is complete. We want to go to geo-targeting. Directory, that's fine. Paste it in here. That's fine. Obviously, we don't want Afghanistan, so I'm going to search for United States. I'm going to hit submit. So see how it automatically, even though I didn't choose domain, it automatically grabbed. So now it's saying the entire domain is targeted to the United States because we don't want it anywhere else. We're going to do the same thing with Search Console as well. International targeting. Target uses the United States, save. And we are good. Changes were successfully saved. Fetch as Google, and so that your new pages and posts and whatnot actually get indexed in Google so that people can find it. If you restructure the sitemap results, you want to fetch it. Fetch it as Google. And don't forget about Bing, because some people still care about Bing. That is everything.